And he explained. He kept on explaining. This is what he did the whole life. Kept on explaining the path, the Dhamma. Dhamma means law. Dhamma means truth. Dhamma means nature. The law of nature, universal law of nature, which governs the entire universe, animate, inanimate, is never sectarian, universal. One has to understand what is this law, what is this nature. One has to understand that if I break the law, I get punished, then and there. If I live a life in line with the law, in accordance to the law, I start getting rewarded. I start moving towards the final goal of liberation. And this is the path. Someone came to him and asked him, "Sir, in few words, few simple words, tell me what is the path. I can't understand high philosophies and all that." And Buddha smiled. Dhamma is not for high philosophies. It is for people to practice. So they must understand what it is. If they don't understand and simply play intellectual game with it, it doesn't help. Dhamma is always explained in very simple words. All right, I will again explain you. And he explained in few words, again in his own words, in the language that he spoke in those days. Sabba papa saya karanam kusala saya upasampada sacita pariyudapanam etang buddhana sasanam. Etang Buddhana Sasanam. Sasanam is the teaching. Buddhana, all the Buddhas. This is the teaching of all the Buddhas. He never said, "This is my teaching." Buddha is not a name of somebody. Buddha means an enlightened person, a liberated person. His name was Gautama. And to become Buddha is not monopoly of only one person, not just only Gautama can become Buddha. Anyone can become Buddha. Of course, it is not that easy. You come for 10 days and become Buddha. No. No. Very hard work. Very hard work. Yet, doing hard work, there is every possibility of everyone becoming a fully enlightened person, becoming Buddha. And when someone becomes a Buddha, he will teach this and nothing else. This will be the teaching of every enlightened person. What is it? Sabba papassa akaranam. Akaranam, abstain. Sabba, all. Papassa, all sinful activities. Abstain from all sinful activities, unwholesome activities. And kusalasya upasampada. Perform wholesome actions, pious actions. Enter the field of piety, upasampada. Get ordained in piety, upasampada. And say chitta pariyudapanam. Keep on purifying your mind. Keep on purifying your mind. That's all. Abstain from unwholesome sinful actions. Perform wholesome pious actions. And keep on purifying your mind. The entire Dhamma in totality is contained in it. Nothing is missing. You won't have to add anything to this. That is why it is called Paripunnam, complete. It is complete. And you won't have to take out anything from it. There is not even a dot which is wrong, which has to be taken out. That is why called Parisuddham. So pure, ultra pure. Nothing to take out from it, nothing to add to it. This is Dhamma. Abstain from sinful action, perform pious action, purify the mind. Every religion worth the name will say the same thing. But then, when an enlightened person teaches Dhamma, he teaches a universal Dhamma. He will never teach sectarian. Universal Dhamma, eternal Dhamma. The law of nature is eternal. It was there so in the past, it is so present, it will be so in the future. And it is applicable to one and all. That is Dhamma. But out of madness, out of ignorance, people forget the essence of Dhamma and they make a sect out of it. And this sect or this sect or this sect. Then these very words will start carrying different meanings. Everyone will recite the same thing. Abstain from sinful action. No religion will say you keep on performing sinful actions. Everyone will say the same thing. Perform wholesome action, pious action. Every religion, every tradition will say that. Purify your mind. Every religion, every tradition, everyone will say that. But yet, a big difference in the explanations. What is sin? And what is piety? When Dhamma turns into a sect, then that particular sect, the so-called religious people of that particular sect, the so-called pious people of this particular sect, they may be wearing this kind of robe or that kind of robe, maybe having this rosary or that rosary, maybe having this mark over the forehead or that mark over the forehead, this external appearance or that external appearance. Now people belonging to this particular sect will say those who have this kind of external appearance are pious people, others are not. Definition is given, a wrong definition is given. Another definition. Every sect, people belonging to that particular sect will perform this kind of rite or that kind of ritual, this religious ceremony or that religious ceremony. Every sect will have different rites, different rituals, different ceremonies. And those belonging to a particular sect will say, those who are performing these rites, these rituals, these ceremonies, oh, they are pious people. And those who do not, they are not pious, they are sinful. Another mad definition is given for sin and piety. One more definition is given, which is still more confusing. Every sect has some belief, some dogma, some philosophy. We believe in this philosophy, this dogma. Those who believe in this dogma, in this philosophy are very pious people. Those who do not believe, they are not pious people. Such kind of definitions of sin and piety harm Dhamma. Dhamma is no more Dhamma. In Dhamma, the definition is universal, not sectarian. External appearances will differ from sect to sect, from person to person. Rites, rituals, ceremonies will differ from person to person, from sect to sect. A philosophical belief may differ from person to person, from sect to sect. But the definition of Dhamma cannot differ. It is universal and it is eternal. What is sin? What is unwholesome action? Any action, physical or vocal, any action that you perform and it harms and hurts other beings, it disturbs the peace and harmony of other beings, is a sinful action. is an unwholesome action. And what is a pious action? What is a wholesome action? Every action, physical or vocal, which supports, helps other beings in living a peaceful, harmonious atmosphere, which does not disturb their peace, their harmony, which does not harm them, does not hurt them, is a pious action, wholesome action. This definition is universal. As one keeps going deeper in Dhamma, at the experiential level, it becomes so clear that this is in line with the law of nature, in line with the law of nature. The first, abstain from all sinful action, is called Sila, living the life of morality. Don't perform any action, physical or vocal, which will harm other beings. Live a moral life. Perform wholesome actions. And the most wholesome action is to be master of your mind. Never remain slave of your mind. Learn how to concentrate your mind, one-pointedness, with the base of wholesomeness, without having anything against anybody, anger or hatred or ill will. This is the most wholesome action. This becomes very clear as one starts taking steps on the path. The teaching is so universal, so universal. The first is called Sila, the second is called Samadhi, and the third, purification of the mind, is called Panya, that means wisdom, insight, direct experience of the truth inside, and developing the wisdom of the law, the universal law, and changing the habit pattern of the mind at the deepest level. Now the first Sila, morality. Initially one starts understanding it merely at the intellectual level. Yes, I should not perform any action at the physical level or vocal level which will harm other beings. For example, if someone comes and hits me, kills me, I certainly don't like it. I don't like it. So if I hit others or kill others, this person will not like. So I should not do anything which I don't want others to do for me. I should not kill. This will hurt others, harm others. If someone steals away, robs away certain thing which belongs to me and which is very dear to me, I don't like it. I feel hurt. Therefore, I should not steal anything belonging to somebody else. This will hurt this person. I should not do it. Someone rapes or has sexual misconduct with a member of my family, I don't like it. I get hurt. Similarly, I should not do the same thing. Others will get hurt. Someone speaks lies and tries to deceive me, I don't like it. I should not speak lie and try to deceive others. Someone speaks harsh words and I don't like. I should not speak harsh words to others. They won't like it. And then, although I understand and everyone understands that one should not do this, should not do that, but when one gets intoxicated by any drug or by liquor, one is helpless. One is slave of that particular intoxication and will perform all those actions which one does not want to perform, and yet one perform. I should not take any kind of intoxicants. This is what one understands at the surface level of the mind, at the intellectual level of the mind. Again one starts understanding, again at little deeper level, but again at the intellectual level. A human being is a social being. He has to live in the society, live with the members of the family and others. If he keeps on performing such actions which disturb the entire atmosphere around, creates disharmony everywhere, disturbs the peace everywhere, how can this person enjoy peace and harmony? If I ignite fire all around there is fire, burning fire, how can I expect the cool, the tranquility within myself? Not possible. So I must help the atmosphere to be more peaceful, more tranquil, and then only I can experience peace and tranquility living in that atmosphere. Yes, becomes clearer. But the Dhamma becomes really clear when one starts practicing it. And an enlightened person takes one to that depth where one starts experiencing the law of nature. It will become so clear at the experiential level that whenever I perform any action, physical or vocal, which has harmed other people, I cannot perform that unless I have generated tremendous amount of negativity in my mind. I can't kill somebody unless I generate anger, hatred, ill will, animosity. I cannot steal anything unless I have generated a lot of greed. I cannot commit sexual misconduct unless I have generated passion. And like this, maybe ego, maybe jealousy, some impurity or the other I must develop in my mind, and then only I perform a vocal or physical action which will harm others. By experience, one who is walking on the path of Dhamma will start understanding it by experience, and will also start understanding that whenever I generate any negativity in the mind, anger, hatred, ill will, animosity, passion, fear, ego, jealousy, greed, any impurity in my mind,